Hey guys, good afternoon everyone. So I decided today to record a video about the self-confidence. I think it's a very popular topic and there are lots of videos, but I just want to share the summary of what I think, and I have divided the videos into 4 parts. I hope you will find it useful. So the first thing I want to say is I don't think there is such a thing as lack of self-confidence. I don't think there is a substance inside you called confidence, which you have it in abundance or in scarcity. And what I think is we all have beliefs, we all have the statements inside us that guide us, and accordingly we act and decide who we are, and basically we act based on our beliefs. So, for example, when I see someone saying, I don't have enough confidence to approach that girl, what I hear is, I'm confident that girl will not be attracted to me. I'm confident it will not work out. So what I'm trying to say is, it's not about the lack of confidence, it's about your being confident that you cannot do this. So whatever you want to do and you are not sure about this, think about this. Maybe it's actually you who are putting this obstacle, and you have made yourself to believe that you are not capable of doing this. And what you have to do is erase the border between believing on something, and once you achieve it, you have to change the way you formulate, the way you state your belief, and just say, instead of, oh, I'm not sure it will work out, say, I'm confident that this girl will be attracted to me, that she will actually will be very, very much attracted to me, and she will like me. And you'll be surprised that maybe it will work out, okay, maybe it will not work out, but it will give you the basis, it will give you the base to start believing yourself, to make correct statements for your actions. Next is about experience. It's about getting experience. It's about overcoming the fears, trying multiple times something you're not sure about. For example, you want to get this job, but you are really scared to do some changes. But remember the times when you learned driving, you didn't know anything. You didn't know how to drive at all, but you knew that you can do it because everybody drives and they're fine with that. Nobody is going to the car crash every day, right? So you went to the class, and during the several weeks, you were able to basically learn how to drive, and you did it in a very nice manner and successfully. And now you're a good driver, and you can do it in a very nice way. So it's the same applies with confidence. The more you practice, the more you become confident in a specific field. Say you're saying, oh, I'm not confident about organizing the event, but try. Even if you fail, now you will know what kind of mistakes you shouldn't do next time, and next time you will do it much better. I mean, honestly, nobody becomes a professional in one day. It always takes many mistakes, many failures, tears. When you go to these master classes where they tell you how they achieved success, Most of the time they tell the happy story. They don't really tell that they have tried it many times before they have really actually achieved that. So think about it. And the third point I want to say is about being responsible for your own confidence. Usually from where these negative statements, negative beliefs come, they either come from childhood, where your parents told you that you're not good, that you're not pretty enough, that you're like little ugly bug, ugly duck, and these kind of words, phrases, maybe for your parents they were amusing, but for you maybe it were hurtful, or maybe it was a past experience from your kindergarten, from your school, where these scenarios and cases made you insecure, and now you are really scared about doing some changes, and etc. So it's very important that you become responsible for your own confidence. You know, every family is different. Some families are very supportive, some families are not supportive at all, and you cannot basically affect on this. You cannot choose your family, you cannot, but of course you can choose your friends and surroundings, but it's not up to the family, friends, to decide what you can do and what you cannot do. You have to identify who you are. You have to identify what do you want. You have to identify what are your strong sides and weak sides. And based on that, you have to find out what are you capable of and what are your beliefs. And if you have some dreams or plans that you want to achieve, and if the obstacle is this negative beliefs that you have that you cannot achieve it, you should change it. And you should not ask the advices of people around you if they are negative. If they are positive, yeah, please ask them. But in any case, your confidence level should be based on you. It should not be based on the opinions of the people. I'm talking about the confidence, not only about your capabilities, but also about your appearance. So look at the mirror and say, what do you like about yourself, what you dislike about yourself, and start accepting yourself and basically take the responsibility for your own confidence. Be your own motivator. Don't be dependent for motivation from outside people. But of course, the motivational videos like this might be really useful for you actually. So, and the last point I want to say is actually very important for me, because for me it was also very like revealing information. It's about the two types of confidence. So I was surprised to find out that there are actually two types of confidence: internal and external. External is something you can acquire. External could be the money, it could be car, it could be status, career, house, basically everything related with financial goods, about appearance, yeah, beauty, being handsome, or confident speech, confident body language. But these things actually will not really make you happy if you do not have internal confidence. So what is the difference between them? External confidence is something that if you lose it, if you become one day poor, and you will become poor and ugly and you don't have anything which you used to have, and you never had also the internal confidence, you might actually feel very miserable. But if you have internal confidence and at the same time external confidence, even if you lose all your financial goods, you still will be okay, because you still have this internal power inside. So external confidence, as I said, you can acquire by practicing this confident speech, public speaking, by changing your appearance to better side. But how do you get this internal confidence? Internal confidence is actually will take longer time to achieve, because it's very much directly related with loving yourself and with accepting yourself. And by that I mean finding out what you like and dislike about yourself. You can actually find out this by listing it on a paper. Let me say about myself. Many people think that I'm very confident because I seem very confident, but I really suffered from these negative beliefs about myself. I actually believe that I'm not attractive at all. It was maybe due to the school experience where I used to have this lot of nicknames about my hair. They used to call me the sheep or hedgehog or something else. It was really funny, but I actually became very insecure about my hair. I became insecure about my appearance. Actually, broken my nose when I was 5 years old, and I was like, oh my god, my nose is broken, and what do I have to do? So what I decided to list all things I like about myself. Like, I like my hair, I like my eyes, I like my body, and the two things like a nose, and I don't have a perfect piece, but I started basically listing them all and confronting with each other. And I was surprised, oh my god, Aziza, there are so many good things about you, and why would you even bother about this, your nose and teeth? And next I did about the internal characteristics. I say that, okay, I'm smart, I'm resourceful, but I'm very stubborn. Okay, I'm stubborn, but I can protect my rights and I can protect what I think. So I tried to enlist all these bad things and good things, and the bad things I decided to change into something positive. And I advise you to do this too. And once I did it, I started accepting myself as who am I. I started being okay with not wearing a makeup and going out to the street, you know. And it was it's such a good feeling. It's such a freedom when you don't have to put these extra things to feel okay with yourself. And I really advise to do this, especially for girls. It will be very useful for you. And another point about internal confidence is, as I said, I was not okay with my appearance. I was not okay with my character. And I was very critical about myself. I was like, oh, Aziza, you are this. I would do mistake, or I would receive feedback, and it was really hurting me. It would really hurt me. I would be like, oh, Aziza, you are this, you did this. Oh my God, I would be so much critical about myself. This is so terrible. I'm remembering it now, and I will not ever wish this anyone. And very interesting fact, I was critical to myself, and I was critical to others too. I would go to date, I would date with a man, and I would be so critical about him. I would be like, oh my God, I don't like his nose, I don't like his face, I don't like, he didn't took me to a nice cafe. And once I stopped criticizing myself, magically I stopped criticizing others too. Well, at least not in that big extent as I used to do at past, right? So, and the third point about internal confidence is it's actually very much related to the third point which I mentioned, being responsible for your own confidence. So loving yourself, accepting yourself as who you are, doesn't matter whether you are ugly, whether you are like absolute evil person, just accept yourself. Like, well, try to change to a better side, but if you do not accept yourself, you will never able to change. Because once you accept yourself, once you accept all your faults, once you accept your evil sides, and then you will start to change. It's like you should accept that you're stupid before becoming smart. And the third point is, actually it's not a third point, it's a kind of advice, especially for girls, because like girls, I mean, I love girls. No, I actually like men, but I have the support to females. Go to the mirror and say to yourself all the things that you like about yourself. Like, approach the mirror and say, oh my God, I have such a beautiful skin. I have such a beautiful eyes. I am such a nice person. I am such a nice cooker. I am so helpful. I'm so helpful to my parents. I am such a good friend. I am such a good colleague. All the good things about yourself. And if you find out the bad things about yourself, as I say, replace them with the good things. As I say, stubborn but can't protect his rights, or say angry but can express his emotions. So once you change it to the positive side, you can actually change these bad things. Say you're angry, but you can express your emotions, and now you can learn how to express your emotions in a better way, in a nice way, and change your communication skills. So basically that's it. That's what I wanted to share, and I really hope someone will find it useful, because like being like having this negative statements inside, a negative belief, is such a miserable statement, and I really feel it, because I have been through it over the years. I felt so negative, and that's the one thing I forgot to mention, being negative. Like, if you're negative, loving yourself, being confident, being okay with yourself, you will never achieve it. You should be positive. If you are not positive, this you can completely forget about what I mentioned right now before, and only being positive about what you see, about what you say. You can apply these things, these advices which I have mentioned, because being negative is just way to nowhere. And if you're surrounded by the negative people, learn to build a shield against them, or try not to talk with them. I mean, but if they are your parents, try not to take their words close to yourself. Like, try to kind of not connect with yourself with their words, because your parents are your parents. They're not part of you. Well, they give you a life, but they're not who you are. You decide who you are. As well as I say that you decide how confident you are, so you have to decide who you are. It's not about the parents. If your parents are saying, son, you suck, you will never achieve because you're a loser, you will never become a president, or your daughter, I mean, you're ugly, probably you will never win a contest, this beauty contest, that's their words, not yours. So listen to yourself, but be objective, ask the opinions of others, but at the same time believe in yourself. So I hope it was very useful and clear, and I wish everyone to be confident and happy, and have a nice day. Thank you.